and Bike Talk Tamarunui bringing us this action here. And speaking of Bike Talk, the man sponsored by Bike Talk himself, Lee Tidman's been unstoppable so far in this F3 class. We've got the marshals in on the track, waiting for the lights to come on. A massive 38 entries here in F3 for round 2 of the Suzuki International Series. The lights are on and they're out again. Xavier Dennis, the letter X, got a great start off the front row. So did Zach Fuller. He's on the outside of the front row. So look at that, 38 entries. I'm not sure how many have made the line in the third and final race for the F3 class this weekend, but there we go. Xavier Dennis, what a wonderful start, and Zach Fuller as well. Lee Tidman's in the mix in second place. SJ Cavell on the Butylene Oils SV650 Suzuki, he finds himself in fourth place and going straight in there in the S's. So SJ Cavell, the gloves are off here, he means business. But we're all on Ben Rosendale. He's on his old bike, the championship winning Pro Twin from last year. Unfortunately had a crash on the new one at Taupo last week, so just finding some track time on the old bike. But we're all on here, and Lee Tidman looking to get back on terms with Xavier Dennis, Spider.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, it's listed off. This is interesting. This is very interesting. The program shows Formula 3 is 10 laps, but the timing shows 12 laps. I wonder how many people have got petrol to do in that. I wonder how many people have got petrol to do. I might go and actually just bring it to someone's attention, not picking holes in it, but some people might have only fueled up for 12 laps. So we'll just go and check with the officials, and I'll pass it over to Ian Dawson.
There we go. So we are out of Go Media down the front straight here, and Xavier Dennis narrowly leads ahead of Lee Tidman. There's only a bike length in it as they cross the line, but then Lee Tidman looking to go up the inside, not going to be close enough. So Xavier Dennis, the man from France, on the Kawasaki Super Twin, he is on the letter X, so brilliant stuff from him. They're going to fly through the S's. They're already stretching out a big advantage over the man in third place. It is Zach Fuller. He's ahead of SJ Cavell, but SJ going to not quite be close enough to have a dive on the S's, but that's some great racing there. The battle for third and fourth. We've also got Jacob Stroud in there ahead of Ben Rosendale, so there's battles all around the track again.
Yeah, the man I'm looking at is Zach Fuller. I mean, he is a recruit. Well, he's graduated from a Gixxer 150s the last 2 years. He was dicing for the whole championship last year with Jesse Stroud, and look at him. It's first time. I'm pretty sure this is the first time, maybe last week, was he on the 650 last? The first series anyway, that he's hopped on this V-Twin 650, and look at him, he's about to challenge for third. I mean, it's pretty amazing. He's only a young guy, and as I say, he's had 2 years in the Gixxer 150s. It's extraordinary. His dad, I know, was a top cross-country rider.
They've changed it.
So we have gone back to a 10-lap race. I think we've updated the program. We've gone back on the time machine. It was a 10-lap race, so we can confirm that. And the battle for the lead is still with the letter X, with Lee Tidman trying to go up the inside into turn 2, and I think he's got him stood up and done well. Look at that. The lightweight machine of Lee Tidman's dives up the inside into the S's, and so we've got a new race leader. It is the 45 Agility Contracting man, Lee Tidman. Leads us into the left-hander now down the centre straight, and already stretches out a 15 bike length advantage. So all on here at Manfeild for the second round of the Suzuki International Series, and we are in a 10-lap Formula 3 race brought to you by Bike Talk of Tamarunui, your home of Suzuki in the King Country. A great start from SJ Cavell, Zach Fuller, and we've got Jacob Stroud on the borrowed Yamaha MT-07 with Matt Dunlop. He's on a Gavin Veltmeyer prepared F3 machine as well. So we've got battles all over the track, but Lee Tidman, he's been unstoppable so far, Spider, and nothing to suggest he can't run away with this one.
No, definitely Tiddles is on fire. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I noticed that, and the big concern for me is if people are prepared for a 10-lap race and it runs to 12, they are going to run out of gas, and that's dangerous, and it can get fines. And the rules are you've got to run till the checkered flag. So I went there and quickly talked to the steward. They talked about it, so we've got it sorted out, and that's the main thing. I just don't want people running out of gas and having issues there. So thank you to the management. It's been nice to work for you. Who's that down there in turn 1? They're upright, but there's someone down there in turn 1. We've got a set of binoculars out there, but looking out, Tiddles has got the lead ahead of Xavier Dennis, and now Zach Fuller there, another graduate of the excellent Gixxer Cup there, third place. SJ Cavell in fourth place, Matt Dunlop, Jacob Stroud, Rob Woodall. This is the most we've seen green changes on the timing screen, except for the Gixxer Cup. Most of the races, they sort of settle down. We've got a little red arrow that puts someone down and the green arrow that puts them up. So the top 8 riders, I think, almost except for those front 2, there's about 6 of them or 8 of them out there that are all changing positions, so outstanding. Best lap at the moment, a 1:12.4, a 1:12.4. The Formula 3 lap record is much less than that by Nathaniel Diprose. I don't know where Nathaniel is this weekend. Hopefully we'll see him at the New Zealand Superbike Championship. But Tiddles there, a 1:12.233. Xavier Dennis. I'm not sure what Xavier does. We've got a commentator here. It'd be interesting to find out what he does for a living. But they go down into turn 1. No passing in turn 1 here or anywhere with a yellow flag. So it's a good opportunity. That bike is off into the gravel. Excuse me. Don't know who it is. Ian Locker changed position, 14th from 13th. Vaughan Mains ahead of him. So Rob Woodall there in 7th place as well. Ben Rosendale there in I think 6th place. Outstanding racing throughout the field here. What a great season this has been. Unfortunately, we lost a round of racing up in Taupo due to the heavens opening up and literally putting up to a foot of water on the track. Even if the weather come fine, it was never going to come right. So the beauty is we had 2 races last year. These were individual days, single day events, all 3, and now they've doubled the days up. We've got 2 races there. We've got 3 races here at Manfeild. We've got sidecars coming up for the final race of the day. No prize giving here. That will go to the cemetery circuit for the round, where we're joined as well by classic sidecars. So it'll be great to see the classic sidecars at Wanganui. Tickets are still available online. Grab it. That way you've got it in your pocket and you can tell anyone else that tries to drag you away, don't go to the beach. We'll go to the motorcycle racing at Wanganui at the cemetery circuit, the 1 mile, 1.6 kilometre circuit that has been going since 1951. I'm looking forward to it, always look forward. I look forward to from the minute the last checkered flag goes down at the end of the day, then go to prize giving. I'm itching to get back to Wanganui. So great season of road racing in New Zealand. Where are those lead bikes at the moment there? They're coming out of the hairpin there. No, down the back straight. Oh yeah, into the hairpin, sorry. It looks like Lee Tidman. The number 45 machine, I've seen it here at Manfeild on a classic bike, a Jawa powered machine, I think. A little E250, and his weight suits it. I've also seen SJ Cavell on a post classic machine. Who else through here has raced classic bikes? Not sure who else has raced classic bikes. Got a few interesting characters out there. We got Sarah Elliott there. She's just they had a head gasket blown, 2 pistons nipped up last weekend, so they've put their motor under the bench and got a spare, pretty much standard motor. She's just riding for points at the moment and just to enjoy herself. So they're having a bit of a tough season, but not as tough as some other people. Best lap, a 1:12.233 for Lee Tidman there, a 1:13.198 for Xavier Dennis, a 1:14.395 for Nick Olsen. Sorry, the screen's changed, but it still is his best lap. Isaac Markham Barrett and Ben Tippins, Luke Ryder all put on their fastest lap in the last race. So did Chris Bird. We've got 3 screens going on here, 25 seconds per screen. Just got to work with that system. It's what we need to do. So 2, see Bridges out of action. Okay, Xavier Dennis and Matt Dunlop, the fastest laps as well. There's a 2-second gap, 3-second gap between first and second, and a 9-second gap there. Matt Dunlop's down at the hairpin. There's been a lot of people down here. That bike is now on the track on the outside. We've got 4 laps to go of a 10-lap race, sorry. So I'm going to say it's possibly, has it gone past the 65%? I'll let the organisers sort that out. The rules is if it's run to 65%, it will not be restarted. We don't know what's going to go on if it is indeed red flag. They've got it under control. Matt Dunlop is up and gone away. They're now running back to try and pick up that bike. Somebody said at Riders Briefing the organisers are a bit premature on the red flag when they had a bike down. That's right, it's their choice, it's their life on the line if it's a coroner's court, but they've now taken that on board, and when we have seen incidents there, they've breathed a little bit, had a look, and made sure the marshals know there's no rubbish on the track and got back out there. So well done for the people, and well done for that person bringing up that at the Riders Briefing. That's what the Riders Briefings are for. They tell you all about what's happening, what's changed each day from the last meeting to the new one, and then of course there's a question and answer session. It's good that people are brave enough and interested enough and intelligent enough to ask these questions. So great to see that. Matt Dunlop's up and got away there. Doesn't look to bike, carrying no injury that's significant, because he managed to go and get his bike picked up. So what do we got? 3 laps to go. Lee Tidman still in a class of his own, 3.3 seconds ahead of Xavier Dennis out on the track. I'm looking around for Tiddles. the smallest bike out there. Good to see Cormac Buchanan back out there on the IMD 250 on the number 12 machine. He had a bin at Higgins there, back out in action all the way from Invercargill. I think he's about 13 years old. The bike's okay, he's okay, and good to see him back out here. Young Justin Maunda there, helped by Mike Sorensen, putting some financial help into him this weekend. Thank you, Mike. I don't know who you are, but I like the way you handed your wallet over these boys to get them to the track. So Justin Maunda, great to have him out there on the 24 machine.
Here we go, 2 laps to go. The update is still Lee Tidman ahead of Xavier Dennis. Matt Dunlop still there in 3rd place. So
who is that over there?
We're not sure who that was over there.
I'm sorry to cause the stress, folks. Yeah.
We've still got Matt Dunlop. He's in 3rd place. Zach Fuller and SJ Cavell with Jacob Stroud. That's a 3-way fight. They are heading out of turn 1 and on the way into the S's. So there it is, the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. A couple of 650 twins there. So great to have the Pro Twin family here in our F3 class. They've got their own class when we go to NZSBK, but they're in here with a Formula 3 at the moment. But we are all in awe of Lee Tidman. He's been flawless so far in this Suzuki International Series, and heading down the back straight at the moment with the white flag ready to go. So a lap and a half to go for Lee Tidman. Xavier Dennis, he's had a fantastic weekend, had a few second places already, and he's running a good second place now. So the man from France is doing a good job there in second place. And then Matt Dunlop, we thought it was him that crashed in the left-hander, but he seems to be there doing A-OK in 3rd place as the white flag comes out. So 1 lap to go here. Brought to you by Bike Talk and Tamaranui, the Formula 3 action. It was written down as a 12-lapper when we started, but they changed it to a 10-lapper with a revised program. So we are now on the white flag, 1 lap to go.
Yeah, very sorry about that. That's but the important thing is that rider is up and well out of the way, and the bike's off the track. The number's in the 30s. I don't know who it is, so sorry for causing that stress. That's not good form for a commentator. But 1 set of eyes, and we've made that tidy up. So right now there's still a few people posting their fastest laps on the last lap. Phil Munt and Nick Olsen amongst others. Ben Tippins, Chris Burt as fastest lap of 1:23.96, and waiting for the main screen to come up with the top riders on there, see who else has done it as well. Indeed, Matt Dunlop, Jacob Stroud, Scott Finlay, Ian Locker and Vaughan Main all setting their fastest lap on the 8th, 9th out of 10 laps. The checkered flag's ready to come out. We're looking for Tiddles there. Looking for Tidman out here. The white flag is still out there. Tidman, I think, is coming onto the front straight there on the 45 machine. Here we go. Sits up a bit. That was a slow lap for him, but enough to get the job done. Xavier Dennis comes around there. Wow, I'll be interested to have a good look at this Kawasaki. So Xavier Dennis there in second plot there. Expecting Matt Dunlop to go through there in 3rd spot. Indeed, he still coming actually. I'm looking there, he is there on the 81 machine. Beautiful riding from Matt Dunlop, and a battle there between number 80, which is Zach Fuller, and I'm not sure who that is there. That was tight to the line. Probably about 25 thousandths of a second between those two. That's further down for probably about 5th and 6th. So once the screen comes back, the Bike Talk Tamaranui, who was that? That was Zach Fuller versus S.J. Cavell, 38 thousandths of a second for 4th and 5th. And 6th place, Jacob Stroud, Kyron O'Neill, Scott Finlay. That is the top 8, folks. And iTools and Bike Talk have brought to you the Formula 3 class here at the Suzuki International Series. Called Superlight at the New Zealand Championships. Well, it was up until last year, because it has been dropped from the New Zealand Superbike Championships, lack of support at the Nationals. So they come here to the Suzuki Series, boosted by the number of Pro Twins there. It's still a strong showing there. Great racing there all weekend long there, Brad Ritchie. I know you missed yesterday, had a work due to go to, but great racing today.
Oh, this has been absolutely fantastic. So top high quality racing from everyone, and the track's actually been pretty good.